Jesus. What's up, you pumpkin spice lattes? This is episode 1 of Freshly Squeezed. Welcome to episode 2 of Freshly Squeezed, and welcome to episode 3 of Freshly Squeezed. Welcome to episode 4 of Freshly Squeezed, or maybe, you know, get fucking murdered. Who knows? And I'm back, baby. And this is episode 7 of Freshly Squeezed. This is episode 8 of
Freshly Squeezed.
What's going on, friends? We made it. I am back in the United States of America, and I didn't think I'd be able to say that like 4 months ago when I left, but I'm here now, and this is episode 0 of Freshly Squeezed. Why episode 0, you might ask? Well, it's because this bitch is about to get crazy, way different. So much different. It's gonna be wild. We even got a new cussing sound. So that'll be cool. But seriously, Europe was probably one of the best times that I'll ever have in my life. So eye-opening, and I just feel like I'm so much more of a well-rounded person and all this stuff, and you gotta go. But another thing I learned in Europe is that if any of your videos go over like 6 minutes, people will just stop watching. So let's keep this short and sweet. I'm now back home, and I'm facing a new adventure and a new challenge, which is getting out of my father's basement and moving into the city. So this once beautiful travel vlog about, you know, Europe, all these things that are glamorous, will now be changed to a lifestyle vlog, which will be much more relatable, much more self-deprecating, and a little stress about the future, I guess. But I think people will relate to this, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun ride. But regardless, before I abandon the travel side of Freshly Squeezed, I want to thank my 75 subscribers. And kind of have a send-off to the old Freshly Squeezed by answering some questions that were sent in to me about the trip. So, without further ado, Okay, question 1 starts off pretty serious. It was from my father, actually, biggest fan. Asked if I had any regrets on the trip. To be honest with you, I thought about this a lot, and I don't. I wouldn't change anything, really. I guess the only thing that could maybe be classified as a regret, I would have rather flown into Ireland, because Ireland is the whole reason I went on the trip. In the first place, I wanted to see that, and unfortunately, by the end of the 3-month trip, I was just kind of tired of being over there. So I feel like I didn't give Ireland my full, you know, passionate self at the end of the trip, but it was still a beautiful and incredible place. So, all right, next question. What equipment did you take? Okay, I set aside a budget before I left of about $1,000 to basically stock up on warm clothes. I got some boots that I made sure would, you know, stay warm but also keep your feet dry, and like all these things. So I did my research on some clothes, some boots, and then I put that all in one of the most amazing backpacks I've ever purchased or seen in my life. It's Cotopaxi. It's COTOPAXI, Cotopaxi. Regardless, look it up if you're ever thinking about traveling. Like, they're never gonna see this, so this is me being pretty honest. Like, best fucking bags you could literally ever buy. Like, they're perfect. But keep it rolling. Question number 3. Favorite food and favorite place. Okay, I got the best food, in my opinion, in Krakow, Poland. Poland, when people think of Poland, they tend to think of the war, you know, that one that happened a while back. Yeah, but because of that, their tourism industry is just booming, and it's incredible stuff. So it's like everyone there is super nice, super willing to help you out and just show you like how much more to like Poland culture there is than just the war. So Poland, I had the best food. I made a video where I ate lard and I thought it was potatoes, but it was the best butter, fat, animal fat I've ever shoved into my fat mouth. And yeah, Poland. Boom. Favorite place, favorite food. Place was incredible. Question 4. Okay. Did I ever feel like I was in danger? No. I didn't feel like I was in danger, but there were definitely some times where I just felt defeated and lost. It's a whole nother story, but a Russian man all over my hostel room, and I mentioned it in another video, but it came off as a joke. It was not a joke, okay? He shit everywhere. We had to leave the room at like 2 in the morning, and I had to be out of there by like 9 in the morning, and he was just naked, running around with shit all over him. So, okay, but retract, not that I felt in danger, but then the next day, I ended up missing my bus to Austria, and then I missed my next bus to Austria, and then I missed the third bus to Austria like a complete idiot. And that was probably the lowest point of the trip, because at that point I spent over $100 on 3 tickets that I never had. I was like low on sleep. I didn't have any friends or any help out there, but you persevere because that's what you do, okay? All right, next question. This is from the fan Andre Reedy. That might be how you pronounce the last name. Reedy, potentially. Why didn't you bang any hookers in the red light district? Well, Andre, I'm a hypochondriac. Next question, we'll end on this one. Do you have any advice for people that are thinking about traveling? Yeah, I got a lot of advice. I don't think that I'm some cultured person. Yeah, I did it. But yeah, I went in there with literally no idea on how to do anything. I was even terrified of flying in planes. But with that being said, do your research before. Spend the money to get some good equipment, some good boots. Do that. Pay attention to your surroundings. You're not going to get like randomly kidnapped or pickpocketed. Just pay attention to your surroundings. Trust your gut. And just know that there are genuine people in the world. If you have any doubts, just do it. If you like are looking at yourself right now and you're like, you know, maybe I could squeeze something in here, maybe I could afford this or something like that, do it. It's an experience of a lifetime. You might have to live in your dad's basement for like a month or so after, but you'll get there, and then you'll just watch the next video when I make it to the city, and we'll go from there. But alright guys, like I said, I wanted to keep this short. The next episode, it'll be freshly squeezed, but like I said, lifestyle, baby. So I think we're gonna talk about how to be a good boyfriend. Surprise, I'm no longer single. Keep it fresh.